Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today is going to be a full recovery day. I'm going to show you all the different things that I like to do the day after a match to help my body recover. Today is going to be slightly different than usual though. It's going to be a bit more intense. I just noticed in the match last night towards the end of it, I felt a bit of warmth in my groin and I think I got a little bit of a strain, but I want to be taking care of it so it doesn't turn into something more serious. So we've got 2 weeks until our next match now, so perfect time to allow myself to recover, get nice and strong ready for that match. But I'm going to be doing a few extra things today to make sure I'm taking care of that injury. So what I'm first going to be doing is something I've not done before. I'm going over to a hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. So basically what that is it's pumping oxygen into a tank which you're going to be sitting in or laying in, and you're just intaking that oxygen because that's what your body obviously needs to survive, but it also uses that to repair cells. So if you can get a concentrated amount of oxygen, more than what you're getting from the natural air, you're just going to speed up that recovery time. So I'm going to be heading over there first thing, and then later on today I'm going to be receiving some cryotherapy. But just to talk a little bit about the recovery I've already done immediately after the match. So when you receive an injury, you should be stopping the activity that you're doing immediately, and you'll know when you get a muscle strain because suddenly it will get really warm in an area, it'll feel a little bit sore, and you can tell the body is just pumping as much blood to that area as possible. It might swell up a little bit, so you should be stopping the activity that you're doing because what's happening is the muscle fibers getting tears in them, so the blood's flowing in there trying to repair those fibers. So if you continue the activity, you can just stretch those muscle fibers even further and make a small injury into a really severe one. So that's what you should be doing immediately. You can use ice as well if you can really locate the area that you've got your muscle strain. Use ice every 2 to 3 hours for 20 minutes, and you can be stretching as well unless it's causing you pain. But if you want to get a bit of stretching in, because that area is going to get really tight, it's going to be sending scar tissue in there, try to rebuild, and they can get tight. So if you're doing a little bit of stretching, that can also help your recovery. So that's what I've been doing in the first 24 hours. Now I'm just taking my recovery to the next level. But anyway, I'm going to get over to the hyperbaric oxygen therapy facility and let's get some oxygen.
It was right before the playoffs and he couldn't even walk because of a groin pull. And we, between the sauna, my working on him and getting him in the chamber, he couldn't walk on a Sunday. Thursday he was kicking the ball around, sort of trotting around. Friday started to compete. Saturday played against everybody, scored 3 goals on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And these are like the IVs, the packages, all the products that we have. I'll let you guys take one of these homes too. I'm going to let her do the Hyperbaric 101, and then we'll sort of give you a tour of some of the other stuff we do, and then go from there. Go and get you in the chamber.
Cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All of our chambers are Class 2 medical devices that are actually FDA approved. So basically in any given room or space, you have about 21% oxygen. Inside the chamber, we have upwards of 90 to 95% oxygen. We are delivering it in a different way because it's going straight through your clothes, straight through your skin. It's getting pushed into all of the cells of your body. So at the end of your session, you have about 400 times more oxygen in your body. That's a lot. Say you were to work out today, right? Your muscles already have that oxygen readily available, so you'll get more out of your workout. You won't be as sore, all that stuff, and your muscles are able to immediately utilize all of that oxygen. Your body also needs oxygen to be able to, rebuild all those, anything that's torn or anything that just needs healing or just needs some love, right? Your cells need that oxygen, so now we're delivering it to them. We're also reducing a lot of that inflammation inside of your body. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm excited to see what it feels like, I guess.
Oxygen's coming in. You have an oxygen mask. Okay. You got walkie-talkie in here so you can communicate with everybody. There's a window.
We got 2 pillows in every hold it near their face. Some people like to just let it flow into the chamber. Some people wear it. So, perfect. All set? Water for you guys. So we use a special machine on our water that basically takes the water molecules and it changes from a spherical shape to a spiral shape, so it can slip right into your cells a lot more easily.
Wow.
Got a glass for each of you here on the table.
Cheers. Okay, just finished my oxygen therapy session, the Hyperbaric oxygen therapy of Western New York. I'm going to put their stuff in the description box below. I really appreciate them helping me out today, helping me on the road to recovery, getting this groin healed up nice and quickly. Definitely going to be coming back in here several more times before my next game. Also going to meet with Craig, who you met. I'm going to meet up with him next week. We're going to get sports massage in as well. He has a very unique style, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll definitely show you guys in the next video, I guess, in the next episode of the season. And that's another thing I can do to speed up my recovery as well. It's always good to get some kind of sports massage, whether you're using a foam roller at home, whether you can come to a place and actually get a professional sports massage. This is just going to really help you with that myofascial release and get that tissue nice and evened out so that it can heal properly. So looking forward to that. Been in there quite a while actually. Ended up being in the chamber for almost an hour and 15 minutes, I believe, in the end. So I've built up an appetite. So first things first, I'm going to go home, get some breakfast, and then we'll go off to the gym to do a bit of a recovery session. So let's go. So just sitting down to have some breakfast, having some porridge oats made with oat milk. Going to try and avoid dairy because dairy is a big cause of inflammation. So in here we've got porridge oats, we've got oat milk, peanut butter, flax seeds. Also got some cinnamon, so cinnamon and turmeric with a little bit of black pepper is really good for anti-inflammation, which just gets down the swelling, reduces pain. So this is really good when you have an injury to eat these kinds of foods. Also got a fruit smoothie in here. We've got a whole banana, we've got some mixed berries, got some strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, all really good antioxidants. Also a little bit of non-dairy protein powder, and some super greens powder in there. Then I'm having my tea, of course. I was so impressed actually, so many of you guys knew what this was, yerba mate tea. So read up on that and all the health benefits. So that's gonna be my meal, plenty of good stuff in here that's not only gonna energize me, but help me with my recovery. Then we'll get over to the gym and get an active recovery in. Alright guys, so I'm just going to walk you through what a typical active recovery session looks like the day after a match. And the only difference with today's workout is that I'm not putting any stress on the joints, so I'm not going to do any jogging, which I will sometimes do just to flush out the lactic acid. Instead, I'm doing a low to no impact exercise on the bike. So I'm going to go for 20 minutes at a decent pace, but not anything intense, just to flush out all that lactic acid and get a blood flow to the body, get oxygenated blood flowing all around the body, and flush out all those toxins that you build up in intense activity. So I'll go on here for 20 minutes, which works out about 5 miles or so, and then I'll go to the mats to do some stretching, get a full body stretch in here because you don't want tightness in any areas of the body. And you'll be surprised how many injuries occur from tightness in other areas. So you might have tightness in your hamstrings, and that can actually cause pain in your lower back. So it's not always the area of pain where the problem is. Sometimes the problem area is somewhere else. So I like to get a full body stretch. So all the stretches you're seeing on the screen right now, I'm holding for about 20 to 30 seconds, just lengthening out those muscle fibers. And as you can see here, just getting some groin stretches, but going a bit lighter on there because that's the affected area that I've got an injury on, so I don't want to overstretch, so just going very light with those one. And then after a series of stretches, I'll move into some active recovery exercises, which are very light, all with the body weight, so I'm not adding any weight whatsoever, just adding some balance work to it, a lot of stability, so just stimulating those muscle fibers enough so you're getting a little bit of strength work, but you're not fatiguing the muscles. It's important to keep the rest of the body strong surrounding that injury so it can support it. So as you can see here, just a few different exercises, and I will avoid doing any exercises that cause pain. So if I'm doing an exercise and I'll feel a sharp pain in my injured area, I'm going to stop that exercise immediately. But for all the exercises that you saw, I do about 10 reps of each. And if it's like a static pose like my wall sits or a balance, so I usually do 3 sets of 30 seconds on my active recovery days. On my training days, I bump that up to a minute at a time. But on my active recovery days, I just lower the intensity slightly. Then I always finish with some foam rolling, just to really get that myofascial release and massage out the tissues in the body that might get some damage during intense activity. Because even if you can't feel it, you get those small tears in your muscle fibers. Sometimes you'll feel it a couple days later, that's why we have sore legs. But the difference between sore legs and an injury, usually if it's just sore legs, you're going to feel the identical pain on both sides of your leg. If you have an injury, it's usually in a very specific area, only on one side of the leg, and the pain is very sharp. So make sure you know the difference between muscle soreness and an injury. But after 30 seconds on each area, that's the end of my active recovery. Now I'm going to head over and get a cryotherapy session in, which I'm really looking forward to. If you guys have been subscribed for a while, you'll know that when I went for my Premier League experience in England, I got to experience the cryotherapy chamber. So they have one here in Rochester. Hopefully it'll be really good at boosting my recovery in the groin here, relieving some of that pain, relieving some of that inflammation, and get me back on the pitch as soon as possible. So let's get over there. Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, I think, yeah, you know my brother. Mark Satilli.
Oh yeah.
Where's your injury?
So it's like right on the adductor.
Okay, I'm not going to put you on level 2.
Okay.
I'm going to put you on level 3. Basically, athletes, pro athletes, you will blow off 800 calories. Drink a lot of water because it pulls the toxins out of your body. I get you down to close to minus 200 degrees. It makes your body think that you are basically having hypothermic. You're going life-saving mode. He's in there from start to finish, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
You know, it gets real cold. It does.
I believe it.
Here we go. Here we go. Close it, and I'm going to start you. Your stuff.
It's cold. Feel like Jack Frost.
Okay, so you've already gotten a minute in.
Okay, 2 to go.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes, you're very cold.
That's great.
Less than a minute. Less than 30 seconds. You got this.
Doing great.
10 seconds left.
Cool, let's go.
And you got this.
7, 6.
There you go.
Wow.
Absolute pheno. I should have probably had you talk more than me. Ooh, you're going to want to eat like a horse.
Love it. Thank you so much. That was
You're
great.
very welcome. I don't know if you have time today. We also have Normatec. Cryotherapy opened everything up. It took away all the inflammation. This gives you the compression and all your blood's going to go.
Okay.
And then, so now it's going to fill.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you at, we'll get you about 15. And then I'm going to start boosting it.
I just got done with the cryotherapy and the Normatec compression therapy, which I didn't know they were going to have, by the way. When you put your legs in those sleeves, it compresses against the legs. It feels so good. I feel so good right now. Really feel like this is going to be helping my recovery. And also, massive thank you to Glacier Cryogenics for hooking me up with the service today. Unbelievable. Such a good quality job. And also, they're going to actually give you guys a discount. Anyone who goes in, says they watch my channel or anything like that, you're going to get a discount off any of their services. If you're in the Rochester area, you're looking for some high quality recovery, if you want to get back on the pitch as soon as possible, definitely recommend checking them out. Unbelievable over there. I'm going to put them in the description box below if you want to book an appointment or just learn more about the treatments that I got today. So really good stuff. So the plan now is to go eat plenty because, as Lisa said, I don't know if you guys managed to hear it on camera, but going in the cryotherapy chamber, you burn about 800 calories at least because your body's working so hard to basically put you in survival mode because it's so cold in that chamber. It has to activate everything to keep you alive, so you burn so many calories. So I've got to drink plenty of fluids and eat lots of calories. So that is the mission right now, is to find lots of good quality calories. Alright guys, just got home and on my way back stopped off at Chipotle and got a burrito bowl. So in that, plenty of protein, plenty of good quality carbohydrates, and also vitamins and minerals in the vegetables. And also got some guacamole, which has a lot of avocado, so good healthy fats in there too. And it worked out to be about 1100 calories, so plenty in there to refuel after my cryotherapy session. And then a little bit later on, I'm gonna have some pancakes, but not just any pancakes, I'll show you really quick. So I'll just make myself a few of these. They're paleo pancakes, so they've got almonds, coconut, cassava and monk fruit in there, and a good source of protein and carbohydrates. So that'll just add some more calories in there so I can really refuel. And then plenty and plenty of water. Going to be sipping water for the rest of the night, hydrating, because water is so essential for your cells, transporting everything around the body, and that's just another way to boost your recovery. As you guys just saw, pretty much a full day's worth of recovery there. A lot of work goes into it, a lot of dedication, pretty much the same amount of commitment that you're putting in on your training days. So at this level where it's pretty much your life, and I know that sounds dramatic, but during season, this is all you think about as an athlete. You're ready for the next game, ready for the next training session, trying to continuously improve. So on those days when you're healthy, you're putting in full full days trying to make yourself the best athlete you possibly can, trying to stretch yourself to the limits. And then on those days when you're injured, your number one goal for that whole day is to try and get yourself in the best shape possible, trying to recover those injuries so that you can get back on the pitch, back to competing. So there's a little bit of insight on what's available to us even at this level. So if you can imagine athletes at a much higher level than us, players in the Premier League, players at the international level, they're just going to have such good technology, and this is why you get athletes that suffer really serious injuries that to the average person is going to take them maybe a year to recover from. But because of this accelerated technology that they can manipulate natural things that happen in the body and accelerate them, this is why players get back on the pitch within a few months. Hopefully you guys got some good insight from today's video. I know it's not the most entertaining watching me go around and basically recover from an injury, but it's important to share this with you as well, because that's just a part of the athlete journey. I'm not just going to only show you the good parts, the positive, the fun stuff. I'm going to show you the downside of things as well. And I'm not exactly negative right now, I'm just being proactive on my recovery. I would much rather be out there training, kicking balls in the net, but I know that's only going to make the injury worse. And if I want to perform at my best and for longer, I need to do this now. I need to take care of my recovery to extend my career in the long run. So a little bit of time off the pitch in the short term is just going to extend my time on the pitch in the long run. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.